I just accidentally added the multiverse to my life simulator. Let me explain. So if you're a new viewer, BitLife banned me like 2.5 weeks ago on their subreddit because I put grandparents in my life simulation because they wouldn't add grandparents, and they kept saying they'd have to rewrite the code of their entire game. So I was like, what if I just made a simulation that was like BitLife, but had everything they offered for free because they charge users $59.99 just to drink water, just to breathe air. I can't have that. So they banned me on their subreddit because I successfully coded in grandparents, and then I was able to code in eras. So I'm calling this EraLife right now. You're spawned in one life. You know, if you decide to be born in the ancient era, you can play from ancient era all the way to future. You can choose to just stay in ancient era if you want to. You can spawn in any era that you want. There's also infinity stones in the game. There's also Dragon Balls. I'm gonna get to it. Like, if you see, it literally says that Zyron Neon Blade has discovered the 7-star Dragon Ball when I aged up. I'm going to get the UI for this, like an actual UI, but I've just been building straight foundation. It also has memory compression now, so it can scale to 1,000 NPCs. You can go across dynasties and your game's not gonna lag now, okay? So that's in there now. But let me show you guys the multiverse feature in the code, because I still have to set up the actual UI so you guys can see it appear on here, but it does work. And yes, you will also have God mode for free. So you'll be able to customize your character, start your life wherever you want, do certain things that BitLife would charge you for. So essentially what the multiverse feature is, it starts here, but what essentially it does is you're able to take a character from one life, right? Let's say you are living a life and you save that life and then you start a whole new life. When you go to that other life, you have the opportunity to merge that life into your current life. So if you have a ancient BCE life, you can take that person and their family line and their history and their memories they still keep, and you transfer them to your universe in the future. Also, every time you do this, the NPCs that you merge get new IDs, but they remain the same with their memories. That way, it doesn't confuse that character with like a crime lord from your universe. So if you actually saved yourself, right? You saved yourself in a life, and then you decided to save your life again when you were like 6, you could go back to that life when you were 6 and then merge yourself when you were 2. I don't know. When you save your game, we're actually pruning the dead NPCs so it doesn't lag once it scales. So this is actually the code for that. I'm showing the code because this is a YouTube video, so my code's actually protected, based on the fact that I'm making this video, so I'm documenting it so nobody can steal it. But this is actually the merging, right? You're able to take a character from one save and put them into another, right? So essentially the multiverse is possible. I wanted to show people the engines. We have a lot. I'm not gonna be able to maintain all this by myself. I'm definitely gonna need a team, and I'm broke as hell. So I don't know. I might need funding, but I'm trying not to need funding. This is my mod loader. So I know people said that they wanted mods, right? So we have a mod loader. You're able to actually put in your own stuff in the game whenever I eventually do. I plan on open sourcing the code or licensing the code. I really want to open source it, so people can build their own stuff on it. But you have a mod loader, so you can do stuff. And that mod loader is actually in our artifacts engine, which is where the infinity stones are. These are your infinity stones that you get that actually change your life. You can collect them. There's 6 stones, and when you collect all 6 stones, you have the possibility to forge the gauntlet. And if you forge the gauntlet, you have the opportunity to use it. But if you abuse it, a cosmic enforcer NPC with 999 HP comes and kills you. So, Cosmic Enforcer has appeared to challenge your abuse of the gauntlet. So, if you abuse it like Thanos, they'll come and get you. It's really hard to find an Infinity Stone, but it is possible. This is the mod loader for people if they want to put in their own stones and their own artifacts. So it is possible. This is the desire engine. So NPCs have their own desires and they can act on their desires, and they live life based on the things that are happening around of them. So they can actually react to not just the things that you do, but the things that other NPCs do. And they respond based on that. Like NPCs can commit crimes, like randomly, and go to prison. So if an NPC commits a crime, other NPCs know that NPC committed a crime, and they will stay away from them. And that NPC will become lonely because they have no friends. We also have a crime engine where you can commit crimes. There's police strength. You can rob stores. You can break into a home. You can assassinate. But here's the Dragon Ball engine, right? Here's the Dragon Ball engine. Essentially, the Dragon Balls are more rare than the Infinity Stones. If you somehow collect all 7 Dragon Balls, right? NPCs can have Dragon Balls or Infinity Stones. They can pass them down to their families. You can meet NPCs with Dragon Balls. If you do get all 7 Dragon Balls, you have the opportunity to make a wish, right? So if you make a wish, your wishes are specifically immortality. You can wish for immortality if you desire. You can wish for immortality. You can wish for resurrection and bring back any dead character that you knew in your life. So if your great-great-great-great-grandma was dead, you can bring her back to life. Easy. Max Dynasty, where your dynasty is maxed out, max prestige as you're aging up. You could become a Saiyan, okay, with Saiyan traits. Or you could have all the stones with no consequences, meaning the Cosmic Enforcer does not come. Meaning if you collect all 7 Dragon Balls and wish for all 6 Infinity Stones, you can literally abuse the stones with no consequence whatsoever. And the Dragon Balls scatter across the earth to be reclaimed once again after a year. Also, when you make a wish, NPCs react to your wish. They recognize the significance of it, and other NPCs can make a wish as well if they collect the Dragon Ball. So you better get them before the NPCs do. We have a weapons engine with a mod loader in it. So if you want to add your own weapons, because we already have weapons per era. So if you want to commit crimes per era, you can. We have crime per era. You have dagger, short sword that you can buy, a sling, a bow, and it just keeps going. The more you get into the current era, you can buy new stuff. But we actually have a mod loader so you can add your own weapons maybe one day. Maybe people add lightsabers and stuff. But then this is a weapon pack loader, and you can literally, this is for people who want to mod and do stuff. So it's very possible. I'm obviously not going to take up all your time. I'm going to get some of the UI set up so that I can actually have the save and load buttons so that you guys can just see it. It shouldn't take me super long to add that, but it does work, and I wouldn't lie to you guys. I've been working my ass off on this, but like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to maintain this alone, at least not without some sort of budget or a team. So I'm going to keep working on this, though, and hopefully it doesn't get to that point, but it's looking like it's getting to that point. But I just wanted to make this video and just show you guys a little bit. Didn't want to take up all your time, and thank you guys for watching. It means a lot to me.